So today is the day of my party. It has been a race against time to get everything I need ready in time for the party, including rebuilding an entire deck. And as I was getting everything ready today, I was thinking back to the very first time I organised a party. I was 19 years old and I just moved to Germany, starting at a company for an apprenticeship for a year. And I thought it'd be nice to arrange a Halloween party at my flat. But the thing is, I'd never arranged a party before and I didn't understand some of the rules. Primarily that when you invite people, you do have to confirm they're actually coming. And if they say, yeah, sure, we'll try to make it, that means they're not coming. They're not coming. I'd sent round an email to my entire team and overall had invited about 80 people. And I thought that was a fairly good number for some people to not turn up and others to change their minds last minute. And in fact, I spent a fair bit of time worrying about how I would fit that many people in my flat if they all turned up. Before the party, I had gone and bought a whole bunch of snacks and drinks, and I bought an outfit especially. I was a witch with a top made from net and a witch's hat. I was living with a boyfriend at the time, but he was out of town. The party started about 8 o'clock, and I looked on longingly at the snacks. I kept on dipping in for bits of crisps and sweets every now and again. I just couldn't wait. It's not unusual when invited to a party to turn up fashionably late, so when it got to about 9 o'clock and no one had arrived yet, I wasn't too worried about this. But as it snuck closer to 10 o'clock, it started to dawn on me that nobody was going to come to my party. And you might think that that's the worst possible outcome, but you'd be wrong. It gets worse. It got to about 5 to 10 and I realised I was going to have to give up. Nobody was coming. And as I thought back, I thought, well, I guess they didn't really say they were definitely going to be here and some of the people I thought responded hadn't. So I thought I would just call it a night and go to bed. I put away all of the snacks and I took off my witch's costume and tucked myself into bed whilst feeling a little bit defeated. At about 10 past 10, I heard a loud knock on the door and my heart sunk because I suddenly realised that something that was worse than having nobody turn up to your party was having just one person turn up to your party and wonder where everybody else was. If nobody turned up, no one would be any the wiser. And if they asked me how it went, I could just say, it was fine. As I opened the door, there were 3 friends standing there who worked for my team. They arrived, eagerly, excited, ready to dance, ready to have the snacks that I'd, at this point, eaten most of. And I had to just confess that nobody else was there, because nobody else had turned up. But truthfully, this was nobody else's fault. I realised that you do actually have to check if people are coming, even if you invite a lot of people. So I learned 2 very important lessons from arranging my first party. The first thing I learned is that you do have to follow up with people and check to see if they're interested in coming. The second thing that I learned is you definitely need to get more snacks because you're going to eat most of them before everyone else arrives. You may even be wondering why I'm sharing this. I'm sharing this for a very specific reason. I tried to do something and it went completely wrong. But I am still organising parties 15 years later. Sometimes things don't go the way you expect them to, and it is okay to try again. It's party day. Day of my party. My hair is just, this is how I curl my hair. Just about to go shopping. I've got the barbecue out. It's all looking good. I do have carbs for it. That's great news. I need to pick up loads of food. I need to pick up some special drinks for my friends. And get some skewers on. The big shop. We're doing the big shop right now. My house has never been so tidy. I wanna live like this forever. I also want to add some hooks into the decking so people can hang their towels. I need to text my neighbours because I still haven't told them that I'm having a party tonight. That's not good neighbourly form. I also need to cook all of the food and borrow some chairs from my sister because I don't have enough for that many people. I mean, it's only like 10 people, making myself sound very popular. I don't think I know more than 10 people. All the people that I know are coming. have to show you this. My sister came yesterday and she said, oh, you've got a new hook for the door to stay open. I said, yeah, do you like it? She goes, yeah, it's really good. It's a shame though, because the door was quite far away from the wall, as we know, because I had this problem when I was installing it. And do you know what she did? She did this. Amazing. Now it's completely open. Okay, in the garden. 40, it's rocking and ready. I'm going to check the levels of chlorine in a minute. Still got to get rid of this. I want to vacuum this area because it's really dirty. Also need to get this barbecue ready. This is going to go in the dishwasher. There we go. The chlorine is the perfect colour for a spa. pH is a tiny little bit too low, but that's okay. I did put some pH plus in there, but it needs a little tiny bit more, I think, to get up to that next level. I just wanted to get a video for my social media, but can't do it one-handed. As I come at an angle, what have I done? Okay, just got back from shopping. It's just after 1 o'clock, 6 hours into my party, 2 hours until my first friend arrives, and I have to do something with all of this. I've got to prepare some space in the garden, I've got to put some chairs out, I've got to get the heater out there. There's lots left to do. Before I do any of that, I need some lunch. Went for a Gouda and salami sandwich. Gouda? Gouda? I never know. Couple of reduced bunches. I'm going to see if I can make something really pretty out of them. I don't actually have a very big vase. I do like this vase, it's not my favourite. But all the vases I have are quite small, so it's not going to fit this very well. But let's see how we get on. Not bad for a tenner. There were a couple of safety issues I wanted to deal with, in particular, a couple of nails that were standing proud. Because I come across these all the time, I instinctively know to avoid them and not catch my socks. But if I'm having friends round, they won't know that, so I'm gonna bash in some of these floorboard nails. One of my final jobs was to set up some music on my overhead projector. There's some absolutely banging music going on here, but I have to turn this to 0 because I don't own this music, so I would get a copyright claim. But just imagine that I'm dancing to your favourite song. This can pretty much go to anything. Oh, stop. You're embarrassing yourself. I made myself some marinade for the skewers, and the secret ingredient, nutmeg, makes it taste amazing.